What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wardcast. Every Monday, we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on at the Ward. I'm one of your hosts, Shaun Clark, alongside Jazz Rich, Alec Funnel,
that's disgusting,
and Cody Howard. That is disgusting. You know?
Thank you.
Fuck. So, I have been having some issues with my PS4 lately. Probably like the last 2 years or so. Like a year and a half, 2 years. But, hey,
last 2 years.
it's gotten progressively worse, and it's been really bad like the last 6 months. But I've noticed a lot of input lag, and it never really dawned on me until like I heard somebody else mention it. Like it would happen and I'd just be like, whatever, maybe I didn't push the button like hard enough or whatever, you know, I'd always have some kind of excuse. But like, apparently the more information that you have, like the more of your hard drive that you have full, the more likely it is for your system to like not register inputs, because like it's bogging down the hardware of your PlayStation. Apparently that's a fucking thing.
That's crazy.
Right? Like, what the fuck? I thought I was just going insane or just not. Like, I swear to God, especially with like fighting games, like I do the fucking inputs and the shit just doesn't happen, and I get my ass kicked and I'm like, fuck, is it me? Am I not pushing the buttons correctly? I've gone through multiple controllers trying to figure shit out, and it never dawned on me that maybe it's input lag. But it never, like, why would I think that it's input lag, you know, unless I'm playing maybe online, which with fighting games, yeah, I am playing online, but it's been happening on like single player games offline too. Like it happens pretty often on Spider-Man, where I'm just playing offline solo. So like that doesn't fucking make any sense. But since both of my hard drives are at like 90% or more, that's probably why.
That is not all right.
That's super duper not all right.
Strange.
Especially with today's systems, like who has a fucking bunch of free space on their hard drive at this point? Nobody. Like, of course you're gonna have tons of games on there, because every game you play you have to install onto the fucking hard drive, and you're not gonna uninstall those to free up space unless you have to. So I'm sure like 90% of everybody's playing on unoptimized hardware.
You sure it's not your controller or anything?
No, like I said, I went through multiple controllers. It didn't change anything.
Yeah. Well, my PS4's fine.
Have any of you guys experienced input lag on your systems?
I'm not sure what you mean by input lag.
Either
Like you press triangle and the triangle button responds like a half a second later. Or
yes, exactly. Or it doesn't respond at all.
I don't think so. The only thing I've come across was I was playing Horizon with my old controller, and like after a while, like I'm trying to run forward and she just like stops running, and like the forward, like I have to like force it, and it would just jerk, and it was impossible to actually like play anything because I couldn't run. And then I got a new controller and it fixed it, so I don't think that was.
Yeah, that just sounds like your analog stick was wearing out or something.
Yeah, probably. But that's like as close as I've come to that. Like I don't really know.
But yeah, this has been part of like my suffering when I play Street Fighter V. A lot of times I'll get my ass kicked because I try to pull off a move and it just doesn't fucking happen. Like I know I did it right. I fucking do it over and over again. Like I know how to do the fucking move, and you can feel it. Like you know when you fuck something up and when you didn't. So like I know when I'm doing it correctly, but like there's so many times it just doesn't fucking happen. And I just get so fucking angry because I've never had a reason as to why that was happening. And that makes kind of sense. Like, at least it's a reason that I can attach to what's happening. It seems like a weird thing to fucking happen at all. Like, why the fuck, how would filling up your hard drive affect the performance of the hardware on a console? I mean, I understand it does that with PCs, but like it doesn't make your computer or your keyboard or your mouse fucking not work well. You know, it's like your computer runs slower, but your hardware runs the same. So how the fuck how is it differently on PlayStation or on a video game console? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But that's gotta be it. I can't think of any other possibility because it's not my internet connection. It's not my controller. I don't know. It's fucking bizarre.
Game consoles don't like you. Your
Apparently.
Xbox turns itself on, and now this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a ghost fucking haunting my electronics. I don't know. Can't get my sound pad to work. My fucking PlayStation and my Xbox are fucking rebelling against me. What the fuck?
It's basically telling you shouldn't play anything. You shouldn't do anything anymore. You just look at a wall.
Just go to a corner and stare at the wall.
Stop playing games and go work on things.
Wow.
That's what it's telling. That's the ghost, not me.
It's not. The computer's being a dick to me too.
Yeah, well, that's a different ghost. It was like,
wow.
Working on things, go sleep.
I mean, that ghost
Jill's
is right.
ghost?
I need to work more, but
Yeah,
still,
it's Jill.
I'm trying.
Dumb one.
But yeah, I was kind of hoping that you guys were experiencing something similar too, because you guys probably play with full hard drives as well, right? More or less.
My hard drive is normally maxed out, and I never get any of that.
Yeah.
But I'm not playing.
Well, I've never experienced it on the Xbox. It's only been on the PlayStation, and my hard drive on my Xbox is always full too. So I think it's just a PlayStation issue, but I don't know. What I heard could be bullshit. I have no idea. It's just the only thing that made some semblance of sense to me. But I don't know. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. I just want my shit to work. Is that too much to ask for? Jazz, how was your week?
What a transition.
I transitioned with anger.
I saw that. Fuck. Now my week was good. My consoles are working at top capacity, and
wow. Fuck you.
And they're not full though, because I don't have a lot of games.
I know.
But so I can't relate. What did I do this week? I tried to play some games, but I don't remember why.
But you didn't have any.
Oh well, I got back in town like a day later because Thanksgiving was Monday. So
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it sucked.
Wow. Did you not have anything to be thankful for?
The highlight of my weekend was that was it.
Wow.
Everything else was like, okay, I'm bored.
Thank you for a full moon.
Food is I should have stayed in town and hung out with my roommate. Had Thanksgiving craft dinner like usual. And better. But yeah, I got back and I was a little tired, so I didn't play much. But I did play Colot. Do you remember the first podcast episode?
Yeah.
I said I was trying this game that was either Colot or Call It.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I picked it up again, but I didn't start a new game. I just continued where I was.
Why would you do that?
So I don't know. Because I was like, okay, what have I done since I started this game? Right, I got to some weird station where there was no one, and then walked off in the woods where there was nothing.
Wow, that game sounds exciting.
I know, but it's, you know what's stupid though, is that I know the story it's based off of. So I'm like, okay, this could be creepy. But I have yet to have seen a monster, heard anything. I heard some wolves howling, but like far away, and I haven't seen them.
I heard
You're just
some
walking
leaves
through the
blow.
fucking woods. And it's scary because I like every time I turn around, I'm expecting something to be following me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And
there's nothing in this game.
I know, there's no fire here.
You get to the end of the game, there's one zombie, and that's all.
No, well, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep playing it just to try to figure it out. But just, I think the atmosphere and the sounds are scary because there is something, but I haven't yet to find it because I can't read the map, so I'm completely lost. But that's pretty much all I've played. Other than, well, that's new, because other than that, I played more Rise of the Tomb Raider, playing through the campaign because I realized I haven't played through it on the PS4. Gotta unlock those outfits.
Gotta get the platinum in the minimum.
The platinum. Oh, that's gonna take a while, but I need one of the outfits to do it anyway, so.
Gotta get the platypus.
Exactly.
Platypus trophy. And I've been playing a little bit more of Horizon, but not really, because I'm at a boss that's really hard to kill, so I'm like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, in the DLC?
Yeah.
Have you not beat the DLC yet?
No, not yet. I'm at that boss, and I don't know if it's the last boss. Probably not, because it's a fucking big game. But, yeah, I have 2 TVs in my room now, so I could play PS2 and PS4 at the same time.
What the fuck?
So I'm gonna get back on that amazing game, The Plan, and try to
Oh, yes.
Try to play through the porn music and actually get to the plot of the game.
Yes. Report back next week. I want to know more about that amazing game.
I'll try to do it this week, but I don't know. And
Wow.
I had a story to tell you, but I don't know. I don't know if you want me to tell you now or after or later.
I mean,
It's something I did this week.
Well, there you go. See, no.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, Diz told me I should watch this YouTuber called Jenna Marbles. Because she's a lot like you. And I'm like, well, I don't know, but I'll watch it. And she's pretty entertaining in most of her videos. And one of them, she's calling in sick to work on places that she doesn't actually work. People are like, what the fuck? And she's just giving them like some random name. She's like, this is Jessica. I can't come in because I might not want to come in. So that's my excuse. So I'm like, all right, so let's do that. So Beth showed me how to lock my phone. And I called Shayla. And I told her I needed somebody to cover my shift tomorrow night because my hamster died and I was very distressed. And Shayla's like, who is this? And I'm like, it's Chelsea. And I work with a Chelsea. That was the first thing that popped in my head. And she's like, Chelsea who? And I'm like, fuck. So I'm like,
Damn it.
Molson.
I didn't think this through.
Yeah.
I've been caught.
Yeah. So Chelsea Molson is the name I came up with. And she goes, okay. And who gave you my number just out of curiosity? So I'm like, Jeff. And she goes, oh, okay. I'm like, holy shit.
What? It worked.
Like, where are you supposed to work tomorrow? I'm like, I'm supposed to clean the bank. And she's like, which bank? I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, on Main Street. And she's like, oh, okay. Because apparently her job
Everybody has a Main Street bank.
Exactly. So apparently her job is like her part of the job is like something Main Street. So she mixed everything together and understood me. So she's like, and you can't work tomorrow? Is that? I'm like, yeah, like I said, my hamster's dead and I can't concentrate. Like I could barely hold a sentence right now. And I was trying not to laugh, so I went with it. And she's like, well, don't worry. I'm sure we can find somebody to cover your shift. What time is it tomorrow? And I just like burst out laughing. She was about to literally call people to go cover my fucking shift.
What?
In the middle of the night at some bank on Main Street. And then when I told her it was me,
Do they clean banks?
It's a cleaning company.
Well, I know that, but don't they clean residential places?
I don't know. I guess I had heard her at one point say they were cleaning a bank or something. And
Oh.
she didn't question it. Or she didn't understand properly and thought I meant like something else.
The Banks' place?
On Bank Street.
On Main Street?
But she she was like, she started laughing when I told her, and then I was like, what the fuck? When I said Jeff and you said, oh, okay. And she's like, her words were, I thought you said Steven.
What?
Like, Jeff.
How?
So Steven. You know what? It was a whole story with the PH. Steven with a PH. It does the F sound. And when I said Jeff, she thought I meant Steven. But I don't know. Basically, if you need to call in sick to a job you don't work at, call Shayla. Block your number and just slightly alter your voice, because I thought she was going to recognize me right away. But apparently she didn't, because I changed it just a little bit. So I went with it.
Wow.
And, yeah. Success. This is all.
Mission
this is my
accomplished.
Friday. I was very happy. Maybe it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday, because when I went into work Friday, Chelsea at my work wasn't there, and I'm like, where's Chelsea? And they're like, she called in sick, and I burst out laughing and asked if her hamster died, but like I was in tears. And everyone's like, why would that be funny? And I'm like,
don't worry about it.
I can't tell you guys. But yeah, Chelsea Molson, now working for Shayla Hill in Colorado, whatever she works.
I have a Main Street like just down the road from me too. It's perfect.
Everyone has. That was like my best bet.
But it's
was
close
Main
to
Street
me.
Or
Like,
Center Street.
yeah.
I was like North Park Drive. Yep. That's. Fuck.
Well, you
Yeah,
may
so
not
that
have
was my
beaten a
finisher.
game, but you beat a Shayla.
I destroyed a Shayla, and I bet you anything I could do it again.
Oh no, poor Shayla.
Not as Chelsea though, but. Yep. That was my week.
Alec, how was your week?
It was shit.
Cool.
Wow.
Like, every day I got ready to go to work. I was like, okay, let's do this shit. Get out the door. Fucking raining. So, okay, it probably won't rain tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, raining. Like, Wednesday, raining. Thursday, raining. Friday, ooh,
Rain.
it's raining. Men.
It's like, wait, is it?
Hallelujah, it's
Woo.
raining men. Hey, men. I
Oh my
went out.
Was it really raining, or was it all for the sake of your goddamn song?
It was raining, and I just put it into the song.
Okay. All right. I'll allow
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with raining men.
it.
Just
I
hurt my
mean,
head off a
They
little
would
while.
all die as soon as they land, so.
Well, I know mouth-to-mouth recovery, so. Yeah, well, my week I didn't really get a chance to play a lot because I'm still getting used to new work routine and things came up and terrorists need to get shot and
It was raining men and things came up. Wow.
yeah, it often does. But yeah, no, I had a shit week, just work and then just getting ready for the next podcast, and here I am.
Well,
Cody.
welcome to now.
Today.
This is all I live for.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's sad.
Wow.
very.
This is an amazing time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, wow, that's sad.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
What's sad
Exactly.
is I listened back to it each bloody time it got uploaded. I'm just like, I
Good.
listened to this again.
Good. Wow. Everyone needs to.
It's good.
In my week saying my consoles are working fine.
Ah! Cody.
Cody, how's your consoles?
Ah!
Working.
What the?
My week, though, slept almost everything except for last night, where, as I told you guys before the podcast, I did 2 songs in a row and rendered like 5 videos, and I plan on recording Hitman as soon as we get done, because I got the $100 edition of Hitman 2 for like $30 on sale. And I bought that stupid fucking $40 combat pass on Mortal Kombat, which was also on sale, so I got it for $20.
Nice.
He's back on it. He's
So-
alive.
Oh yeah. My week was pretty much just last night.
I slept all week and then I woke up for today.
I slept all week and then I woke up and did like 800 things, and now I'm back on it.
That's how you do it. You sleep for 6 days and then on the 7th day you just fucking do everything.
Like God.
Yeah, exactly.
You just do nothing for 6 days in darkness, and then boom, you do everything.
Yep. There it is. God is my role model.
This is where all my haters come out and be like,
He compared himself to God. He's got such an ego.
Something else on there as well. Hey. Was that
yeah,
your week?
that's about it. News.
Wow.
No.
I'm
to
just
ask
gonna
what Sean's
go.
in the
Oh shit, I forgot about Shaun.
My video games are rebelling against me. You guys, it's
I thought
over.
Sean's news was that his consoles broke.
It's fine. I didn't have a week. It's
Sean,
okay.
How was the rest of your week, consoles aside?
Well, my consoles don't work.
Give us your
Then
input.
consoles aside.
Other than that, my week was all right. It's fine.
Sorry.
This week it just fucking came and went like nothing. I mean, it's already the end of October and like, what the fuck? Where did it go? But yeah, I finished Supernatural season 15. I watched The Matrix again for the first time in fucking, I don't even know how long.
Oh, I bet that does not hold up. Maybe the
you know
first
what?
one. 2 and 3 do not.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, the first one actually aged surprisingly well. For a movie that's so heavily dependent on special effects, like, it still actually looks pretty decent. I was surprised. I was expecting to just fucking cringe the whole way through, but like there's a couple things that are kind of like, eh. But overall, still pretty damn good. I also played a couple things. Of course, I played more Teppen.
Yapping.
That's what
Alec.
it's called.
Alec, did you
What?
play more Teppen?
Slightly.
You bastard.
That means no.
You gotta learn the rules so that
I
we can
played
do
more
battle.
Pokemon Go. All right, it's more
No,
fun.
fuck Pokemon Go. Teppen has Resident Evil characters. Get on it. You can play
I
as
played
Jill
as
and Wesker. There you go.
What else do you want me to do?
Learn the rules so that I can fucking destroy you.
Well, I
Like
tell you
friends do.
What, tell you what, it's fine. I will learn the rules and I will use my fingers because my fingers
What?
work and so does the fucking mobile.
Wow.
Because your input does not matter.
Wow.
Your consoles.
My phone doesn't respond to my inputs either.
Well, there you go.
It goes slow.
Goddamn technology.
You know what, Sean? I'm
What?
installing Teppen right now.
Oh, yeah, it's free. Do it. We will battle.
Where's this? What is this on?
It's mobile. It's a free-to-play mobile game. We've talked about this in my shame.
I know.
Okay.
And I kind of tried to block it out. Now
Wow.
everyone's getting it. So
Yes.
it's Legends all over again.
Everybody gets a pass. It has Resident Evil characters. It's fine. Download it. We will play. It's like Magic and fucking Yu-Gi-Oh and all that shit.
My phone is
Speaking-
full.
Speaking of cell phone games, Demo, how come you're not playing Pokemon Go anymore?
Because it's garbage.
I installed it, and then I realized right after I installed it, I don't pay for service, so I can't go on walks without losing internet.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you just realized it was a mistake.
No, I was like, man, I'm gonna get back into this, and then I realized I don't pay my cell phone bill because I never leave the house. So when I go out for a walk, I immediately lose service,
Damn.
so I can't
Wow.
connect to it. And I was like, wait a minute, I can only play it in my house. Shit.
Sent you a gift like 2 months ago. Fucking open it, bitch.
Open it while I'm
Open your
inside
gift,
the house.
bitch. You fuck. Spend an hour
Carry on,
wrapping
Tim.
it.
How was your week?
Thank you. But yeah, on Teppen I started to play as Jill. I was playing Wesker before, but now I'm playing Jill. And one of her special attacks is using the Genesis gun from Revelations to discover like more cards and stuff. It's kind of neat because you don't really see a whole lot of things that go back to Revelations. And it made me think of you, Jazz, because you're Jill. Yeah.
Why did
Did
that
you have a
make
Game Boy?
What?
Why did
Yeah,
that
because
make
the
Game
Game
Boy.
Boy. I used a Game Boy.
the Game Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Game Boy.
I thought it was a mobile game.
I played a bunch of Spider-Man. I completed that. I got the platinum, and I beat half the DLC. That game is really good. So good. The DLC is kind of meh. It's like it's mostly just like gang shit, like gangsters, like rival gangs fighting each other, and you go
like
in
a
there as
franchise.
Spider-Man and stop it. It's not super exciting. You know, it would have been nice to see more like supervillain stuff instead of just fucking gangster shit, but it's fine. It's all right.
Gangsta shit, bitch.
Gangsta
I was
face.
just about to say that.
Gangsta bitch, I need a gangsta bitch. What?
Gangsta
Gangsta face, bitch. But yeah. That's about it. That's my week.
Sean's gonna gangsta boogie with his gangsta bitch.
Guess what?
What?
Yeah.
It's time for some news. Beep 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 boop bop.
Alec just died.
I know. I heard him fall over.
Just hit the floor, just stroke all of a sudden.
Poor Alec.
Hey,
He will
what
be
I do on the
missed.
floor is up to me, not up to you, alright? If I stroke myself, it's fine.
Wow. In your own home, if you do it in public, it's not up to you. Just saying.
Remember Coney 2012? That guy masturbated in public and got arrested.
What the fuck? So random.
Pee Wee Herman.
What have we got to news?
We have 4 items on the docket today.
Oh,
4
fuck.
whole things. It's not that bad. It's fine.
Oh,
It's about
man.
normal. We typically have like between 3 and 5. So it's fine. It's normal. First up, Capcom will be bringing back dormant LPs, IPs, not Let's Plays, IPs. In their most,
Man, I really hate it when Capcom didn't finish Kingdom Hearts.
I know those fuckers. God. In their most, in their most recent financial report, Capcom stated, quote, "For the time being, while we are placing a priority on maximizing the revenue from current core IP, we are also actively looking to utilize dormant IP. We will revive dormant intellectual properties for which we have not recently released new titles by increasing the number of our developers," end quote. So this could mean maybe a new Dino Crisis or like a Haunting Ground or Clock Tower maybe. I'm hoping that they do something like that rather than something fucking stupid. Like, I mean, it would be cool to see something like, I don't know, like Final Fight or something like that, but there's so many dead IPs that they have, especially in the survival horror genre, that I would love to see them bring back. And I'm hoping that since Resident Evil 2 Remake did so well, they'll kind of lean in that direction because they're like, oh, hey, there's a market for this. But I guess they did talk about maybe doing Dino Crisis like a couple years ago. That was like, what the fuck was that?
That's a dinosaur.
That's a T-Rex.
Wow. But they did mention it, like they're thinking about maybe bringing Dino Crisis back. So that in combination with them talking about bringing back dormant IPs, I'm really hoping that we see either, I mean, a sequel would be kind of weird, but like a remake would be really nice.
Since you already said Dino Crisis, I only got 3 words for you. Ghosts and goblins. 2.5D.
2.5D?
Yeah,
What
like
the
side
fuck?
scrolling, like original, but like modernized graphics. Hard
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool, but
So at $20, I'm all over it.
I don't know. I'd rather see something a little bit more. Well, I want to see something that didn't quite like age well, like stuff on the PS1. You know, things that are like blocky and look terrible today. You know, like those games, like the original Resident Evil or Dino Crisis or something like that. Onimusha. Like those are the games that I would like to see remade or get a sequel to. You know, because like Ghosts and Goblins and like it still has that retro style. You know, it's still kind of appealing, so you can still revisit it and enjoy it. But like Dino Crisis looks like shit.
Yes, it does.
And I want to see what they could do with today's graphics, because like we never got to see any form of a remake or even an HD remaster or anything. So like it'd be really cool to see what a fresh take on that franchise would look like. And it's been so long.
They have feathers.
They're gonna bring back Dino Crisis 3 and remake that. Watch.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
no.
only one. It's the only one that gets the treatment.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need 1 or 2. Let's just go to 3. That was the best one. Everybody knows
Fucking
that.
Gun Survivor. Let's remake that.
Oh God, no! Please.
I've been I've been watching a Let's Play of Clock Tower 3, and I don't know how they would ever top that.
I mean, they could just pretty it up. That's all they really need to do. Better voice
Magical
acting.
Schoolgirl shooting enemies with bows
Exactly.
and
It's amazing. Could you imagine that in the RE engine?
Clock
Be
Tower
fucking
3.
amazing.
Holy shit!
It'd be great. So I know what Cody would like to see remade. Is there a particular title that you guys would like to see remade? Other than Dino Crisis? Because I feel like everybody's going to say that.
Yeah. I
I'm
can't
just-
remember though.
I'm already on it. Let's see. We got Phoenix Wright. That's Capcom. That he's not dead, but you know.
not doing
Yeah, Phoenix Wright never stopped.
Beautiful Joe.
Oh, that would be a good one. Killer 7
lot
would
of
be
their-
interesting.
A lot of their games are a lot of the same titles. I
Well,
mean, that is
yeah.
Capcom, I suppose.
Yeah, kind of. They could
let's
they
just
could
bring back-
remake Street Fighter.
Oh my god.
The original one. That piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I feel like if they redid it, they could probably do a good job on it.
That actually would be kind of interesting to see what they did with the original Street Fighter to remake that. It could actually be pretty cool. But again, there's way more other, like, better properties that they should remake.
Bionic Commando.
Oh, I'm afraid of that. Last time they tried to remake that, that was not good. That was a mistake.
That was pretty bad.
Armwife.
Armwife. Darkstalkers. I don't know.
Seriously, who thought that was a good idea? Yeah,
That was really dumb.
the energy core for your arm is your dead wife.
Just
That'll be
sprinkle their
great.
ashes in it.
Talk about fridging. We're going to kill your wife to give you a powerful arm. That's kind of fucked up.
God,
There you go.
That is fucked up.
It's the ultimate fridging.
Full circle.
They have a lot of games. Final Fight.
I mentioned that. See, that
Oh, did you?
that's one that I wouldn't want them to like. I like Final Fight, and it'd be interesting to see what they would do. But that's another one I would just like. There's so many
I'm just
better
naming all
titles.
their good games.
Yeah, I'd rather see like Ghosts and Goblins over that.
They could do a better Marvel vs. Capcom. Infinite.
Ooh, ouch. No, I mean I think they should probably stay away from shit that they've recently fucked up. Let it
Oh, that
die.
was just a
Let
joke.
the hate.
Fuck that game.
Yeah, let the hate kind of boil down a little bit, I think. But yeah, we'll keep going. There's a lot of potential there. I hope that whatever they do end up reviving, I hope it's worthwhile. Yeah, they just did the HD remaster or whatever like a year ago. I don't even think it's been a year. So they've kind of had their hands in that, but it wasn't a full remake. So but yeah, with the art style, that could be really cool to see that in like a full like a newer engine, because that game was really pretty. But yeah, we'll keep going. Capcom also noted that RE2 Remake is their 8th highest selling title of all time, currently sitting at 4.5 million copies sold. Not bad for a title not even a year old. It's also worth noting that RE2 Remake has still yet to receive a permanent price drop. So all those sales have been, for the most part, at the $60 price point, other than like one-off sales here and there.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. And plus it's doing well enough that they haven't had to make a price drop at all yet. That's pretty impressive. A year after its
Everybody
release.
loves it.
Yeah. It's really good. But yeah, I think with as much success as RE2 Remake has gotten, I think RE3 Remake's pretty much a guarantee at this point, especially since they are looking at all these remasters and reviving old IPs and stuff like that. I think it's just a matter of time before they announce that. Can't wait! And then Jazz can play it and take 80 hours to complete it.
I won't play it then,
Wow, you don't lie to me.
fucker.
You want to play it?
I'll do what I did with the RE2 remake. Nah, I'm not gonna play it. Nah, I don't want it. I play the fucking demo. Fucking Shaun, now I gotta buy this goddamn game. Son of a bitch.
Well, you know they're probably going to modify her outfit so she won't be a hooker. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
it's like, who do you want to play? Well, you can only play Jill, so haha. But you want pants? We got pants. Fucking pants.
Could dress up as Regina again. That'd be fun.
I said pants. Latex bodysuits.
No, in
don't
the
count.
remake, you can only play as Carlos.
Yeah,
Latex
in a
bodysuits are
skirt.
all pants.
in a skirt. Carlos in a skirt.
Carlos in a skirt.
It's an outfit
Ooh.
swap. It's a DLC that you can get for $19.99, where you can switch their outfits.
I was just thinking of if they remade Dino Crisis, how big would Regina's ass look?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
My god, Regina's ass in Dead Rising 3's like arcade mode.
Wait. Doesn't a guy wear that?
No,
Isn't it-
There's a girl.
No, I thought it was oh no, you're right. It's what's her ass? The blonde, right? What the fuck is her name? It's been too long. For some reason I was thinking it was like Chuck that was wearing that or something.
It's the daughter from Dead Rising 2, I think.
Yeah, what the fuck? Katie. But
Yeah.
she's not called Katie in that though. She like changed her name or something and I can't remember what the fuck it was.
It's
'Cause she
still
got
that.
fucked.
She's called Cat, but her name's Katie because it's got Cat for short. But
Oh,
you're not supposed
really?
to realize it till he
Mm.
comes in and he's like, "Give me back my daughter," and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
That just makes me
shit.
think of Resident Evil 5.
What?
No, nobody's supposed to know it's Jill. She like changes her name to like Ja.
Jay.
You
You
don't
can
know.
call me Jay.
You can call me
I'm
Caw-caw.
Jay Fallon. Yep.
Jay Valen. Wow.
Caw for sure.
Ja, Valin, bitch.
Fallon.
Jill, is that you? No,
Annie.
my name is Coco.
She changed her name
Anyway.
to Annie.
Second story. Call of Duty Modern Warfare will skip loot boxes in favor of a battle pass system. Not only will the new Call of Duty not have a season pass or any DLC maps, but it will also not include loot boxes. Yay! The upcoming title will be going the route of Fortnite and Apex in the form of a battle pass. The battle pass will have a premium paid version that will speed progress, but everything can be unlocked through gameplay. All unlockable items such as guns, attachments, and cosmetics are trackable and can be earned as desired. You will now know what you're unlocking as you unlock it. A novel concept.
Transactions to buy the battle pass, so they're still making their money.
Yeah, but you can still earn it without the battle pass. The battle pass just speeds it up and will probably give you like exclusive bullshit. But I mean, that's a lot better than loot boxes, so I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's battle passes, like if you rank up normally, like in Fortnite and Red Dead, because Red Dead has like a battle pass thing, but it's not really a battle pass. It's really weird. If you rank up normally, you just, well, rank up and you get the normal stuff. But there's stuff you're missing unless you have the battle pass, because like you'll be like rank 7, 8, and 9 don't give you anything. 10 does. 11, 12 don't, 13 does, 14, 15, 16, 17 don't, 18 does, and
Wow.
but if you get the battle pass, every level gets you everything.
Well, as long as that's like the cosmetic stuff that they're leaving out, that's fine. But if it's stuff that will actually make your guns better, that's going to be kind of shitty, because then it's essentially pay to win again.
We can only hope.
I guess we'll see. I mean, it seems like a weird place to drop the ball at this point, because they've been doing pretty much everything else the right way, you know, dropping the season pass and saying they're dropping loot boxes and doing the crossplay thing and like all these things. Like it'd suck for them to drop the ball at the end like that. So hopefully that's not the case.
Would, but I feel like they would totally do it.
Yeah, it's possible. They might even think that, like, since they've done so many things right, that maybe they can get away with this or something fucking gross like that. I don't know.
It's the one thing.
But I'm not going to miss fucking opening loot boxes like in World War II and never getting outfits while Jazz gets every fucking outfit in the game.
Hey, listen. Get good and.
Okay. Wait, it's random! It's not my fault!
He
Fucking
can't
piece of
get good
shit.
because the controller's shit.
Exactly. I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
shoot
the
anybody
controller's
because my
fucking
controller doesn't work because there's too much shit on my hard drive. Because that makes sense.
Comes out first in gun game every single round, but yeah, it's
But gets
just
no
the
outfits.
controller's fault.
It's
kidding.
true.
I would give you my Halloween outfits that I keep getting if I could.
No, you wouldn't.
I mean, I've gotten like 20 of them.
Third item on the docket. Fortnite disappeared and came back.
What?
Yay. Exactly.
Who
What?
cares?
Not. Hey, apparently a lot of people care.
Well,
But yeah,
that's
seemingly as a stunt to show the world that Epic and Fortnite are hot shit and can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want, Fortnite was shut down for nearly 2 entire days. God forbid.
fuck.
Because they had to shut down the servers.
Yeah, I
because they were
know.
Overhauling the game.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, they didn't give anybody any information. They just shut everything down, and they simply just said this is the end. And the game shut off. Like the game servers went offline. The lobbies were shut down. They deleted their Twitter, and then they just turned it off for 2 days with no information. So of course, all the children in the world started to panic, as did their parents who had spent hundreds of dollars on cosmetic items and V dollars or whatever the fuck their currency is. But yeah, as suspected, Fortnite came back with new features and a new map. So if you care about Fortnite, cool. If not, well,
Get fucked.
get fucked.
Oh,
Fortnite is still there.
Pulled a Jesus.
Died and came back.
They were just like, hey, look at the size of our balls, everybody. Just look at them. Take a look. Do you have a magnifying glass? Because look.
It was a 21 gigabyte update, and it did not update the actual main game, only the Battle Royale, so I uninstalled it. I don't even play the Battle Royale. Like, I can understand why people hate it, but I play it for the actual game. They didn't update it at all. Like, the graphics overhaul got into the story thing, but nothing else. And I'm like, oh, so this crazy new XP system you added in that's, like, kind of really awesome? No. Fuck it, it's only for the Battle Royale.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, that's what everybody's playing. Like, nobody seems to give a shit about the single player or whatever, the other mode. Which is kind of sad because that's what it started as, so you'd think they'd give it a little bit of love from time to time, but whatever.
Their last big update for that fucking story mode was like well over a year ago.
Yeah. Well, there's no money there. Nobody cares about it.
That's like the crazy thing. Is like there is money there. Like they can make money. They have the fucking loot boxes in it, but they have the V-Bucks that you could spend on that too. But they just don't give a fuck. And I'm like, it's because it's the pay-to-win mode, not the free-play mode.
Yep.
Or not pay-to-win. I don't know why I said pay-to-win. It's the pay-to-own-it mode.
What do you mean?
Well, you gotta, like, the Save the World PvE version of the game, like, the actual game itself is, like, $20-30.
Mm-hmm.
And the Battle Royale is free. So people are just downloading one thing that's free and don't want to pay money for the story mode thing.
Yeah, they don't want to pay money for the story mode thing, but they'll spend hundreds of dollars on fucking cosmetics and fucking dances and shit like that.
Right?
Gotta love it.
Game to unlock.
Yeah. But yeah, you gotta admit that's a fucking ballsy thing to do. Like when Twitch streamers take a day off and they lose like thousands or fucking hundreds of thousands of subscribers, they're willing to shut down their game for 2 whole days without fucking giving anybody any information. Like that's a pretty risky endeavor. You could lose a lot of player base by doing something like that, especially when like Apex Legends is fucking blowing up the way that it is. That's a pretty confident move to just assume that everybody's going to stick around and wait for whatever the fuck you're planning to do. But they did it. And it worked. And they knew it would, so whatever.
Well, I mean, last year and the year before that, it's already made billions of dollars, literally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they could shut it down today and be perfectly fine. It just...
Oh, yeah. They could
when they're making so much money, like, why would you do that? Why throw all that money away?
That company...
But I swear, they just did this, like, as a statement. Just because they could do it and get away with it. It's fucked up. So fucked up.
You're just like, it's fucked up because they have so much power.
They do. They have fucking crazy power. It's ridiculous.
Days and then
it's like, we're just going to make everybody fucking wait. You know why? Because that's our reason.
I was watching the black hole because I wanted to see what it did, and Erica was getting annoyed that I, like, stared at a black hole on a second screen for 2 days.
You contributed.
I did. I was like, I'm just curious. I want to know what the hell this is.
That's why they did it. They knew everybody was going to be curious and that everybody would wait around to see what the fuck they were doing. It's gross. It's gross. Fourth and final story. Google announces that Stadia Founders Edition will be available November 19th, 2019. Watch as I get super excited about this because, you know, Stadia is going to be the best thing ever. Sarcasm. It's real.
Might be the only thing you can play now. So
maybe. No, just imagine the fucking input lag that I experience with that shit. It's going to take like a day to register that I pressed a button.
And your storage is full on your Stadia and it takes a whole day.
Well, there is no storage. Technically, it's all stored on their hardware, so
I guess
I don't know. Maybe it's the only thing I can play.
I forgot forgot you couldn't download anything. Yeah, it's all streamed. So
Yep.
yeah. And they're predicting the future.
Yeah, somehow. Fucking
They have
fortune tellers at
anti-latency
Google.
technology.
The probability that you're going to press the square button is 95%.
That could work really fucking well in a fighting game, because I guess the anti-latency or reverse latency thing is like, yeah, it reads your last like 10 or 8 button inputs, something like that, and it predicts which one you're going to press next on your past like 8+ inputs that you
But I
put
mean,
in.
if you're playing a fighting game, you should be mixing things up so frequently that there should be no way that they could predict that.
I don't know. I'm most people that play fighting games, because the fighting game community is, I would consider it niche. Most people who play fighting games are button mashers. So that Stadia is gonna learn that real fucking quick.
I don't know. I think with esports getting bigger and bigger, I think that's going to continue to grow and become less and less niche. So I don't know. We'll see. Google also announced that their wireless controller will only work wirelessly on your TV using a Chromecast box. If you plan to use it on your PC, phone, or tablet, you will have to plug it in via a USB-C cable. One of the biggest selling points for the controller was the fact that you can use your controller wirelessly across all devices without the need to sync it up with each device wirelessly, or to have to plug it in at all. So it's like you could just take your controller, and your controller was essentially your console. You didn't have to sync it up or do anything. You could just bounce back and forth between all your devices and just keep playing your games. So the fact that that's not the case is kind of a big deal. I mean, it's apparently only going to be a temporary thing. Like it's not going to be available at launch. But considering you're essentially just selling a controller, that's a pretty big misstep.
$150 controller.
Yeah. And apparently it's not even wireless anymore.
Really?
At least not for now. Not until they add that later down the road. That's fucking stupid. It's like you had one job. Make the controller, make it work well. Well, and of course there's streaming service. But as far as hardware goes, it's like you don't even have a system. All you have is a controller. Like, just make that fucking thing work. And you can't? Great. Good job. It's a good start.
I was kind of excited for it, but the more I think of it, the more I have this deep feeling of dread that it's going to be awful.
I have a deep feeling of hope that it's going to be awful. I don't want this to take off.
Like, yeah, because you're like, if it succeeds, then everything's going to do it, and then gaming's dying more. And I'm
exactly. That will just propel us into a future where we own no video games and we just stream them whenever they're available, which won't be all the time. But, we're not thinking about that.
Alec, it's that thing you turn on your controller and it streams to your TV.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Get fucked.
Yeah, it's hoping the controller still works.
Ah, mine doesn't. Anybody else got news?
Nope.
I totally forgot to look up any news this week.
Great.
Oh,
What?
Oh, no.
I did hear one.
You heard one
from
news?
Waffle told me that League of Legends is coming to phones and consoles.
What?
Really? After how many decades? How
I
long
think
has that
it's 10,
shit
like,
been
it's their
around?
It's their 10th year anniversary or something stupid like that. And yeah, they're coming out with that, but they're only releasing 40 champions that you can use. And Waffle's favorite one is not on there.
Of course.
And,
You're going to have to
guaranteed
buy
they're
that
gonna make you
later.
Pay for the game. The game's gonna be like $40. It's a fucking free game. They're gonna be like, no, but the console version, because you know, it comes on the console, so it's gonna cost you like money with more microtransactions.
Well, they'll probably have like a version that's on disc or whatever, a digital version that you can buy that will have like X amount of characters, and then there will be like a free-to-play version where you can just like buy them through microtransactions or some stupid shit.
Well, I think if they do it like in the actual game, like it'll just be like, oh yeah, there's a free rotation every week and of specific ones, and you gotta You know, like you get a specific amount, but then you gotta use either the game points or actual money to unlock them yourself.
Yeah,
Or you
that's
can
what
get
they did with
bundles.
Smite, which is a similar game from
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Smite.
understanding.
I didn't hate Smite. Like it was basically the exact same thing,
Yeah.
but I didn't hate it. It was okay. Waffle plays it a lot. I haven't gotten into it, but
Yeah,
it
and
works
that
well.
works the exact same way where like you can buy a pack where you get like all the whatever characters.
All the small things.
Yeah. Or you can just play it for free and play the rotating cast or whatever, or buy you can buy them individual
Well,
too, I think, right?
I hope it.
Yeah,
I
you
hope
can
they
buy
mean
them
like.
individually.
Yeah.
I hope that they'll still have the other champions, and that like if you already have an account on like the computer, you can
Yeah.
carry it out.
That's not
'Cause
going to
that would
happen.
fucking suck.
Mm.
Like you're, it's like, oh, by the way, everybody who's a fucking platinum trophy, whatever, has all the characters and all this. Nope, nope. You're starting from scratch.
Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee they're not going to have that like cross play or whatever, or not cross play, but cross progression. I mean, maybe because more games are starting to do that, but I feel like that's a big potential for them to earn a lot of money, and they're just not going to want to do that. They'll probably roll it out as an individual thing, and then eventually down the road, once they've made shit tons of money, then they'll be like, oh, hey, progression and cross play and cross everything and blah, 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 because we're not making any money anymore.
It's true.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. It's cool, though, that they're doing that they're finally bringing it over. I'm never going to play it, but I'm sure there's a ton of people that will.
All those people who have like teams made and they go to the fucking like championship stuff. It's gonna suck for them because now like console gamers are taking over their domain. Like League of Legends is one of the two biggest fucking online shits that people are playing on the computer, along with like World of Warcraft. So if like World of Warcraft came to a fucking console, everybody would be shitting themselves. Like what the fuck? No, no.
Is that one where you like kind of point around the field to like issue, like you click on the screen or whatever and it makes your character go to that point? Or do you actually take
Might be
control?
thinking of Dota.
Maybe that's
No,
what I'm
it's
thinking of.
no, it's that. It's you
Is
have
it
like
League of
you have a camera that's like an above view.
Yeah, and then you click around to move your
Go
character.
down the lanes, and you click where you want to go, and you can like select where you want to put your spells, and you have the 4 keys for the different spells. Like it's, I really like it, and I used to play it a lot more than. Well, now I barely play it, but like it is fun, and you can get hooked into it, but it's so complicated to understand. And now we got to do the same thing with the fucking controllers, like try to figure out how the buttons work and the timing and everything.
If that's how that plays, then I don't think they can really make them cross-play, because if you have a mouse and keyboard and like you're clicking around the screen to move your character, like you're going to be at a severe disadvantage if you're using a controller.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna probably use the same reason that they haven't made a lot of games cross. Like when I was
Yeah.
trying to play Destiny, I was trying to play it cross, and they can't because of the pixel difference is not fair to specific people. Like
Hmm.
somebody has a super fucking good computer that like looks a lot nicer than a PS4, or like from person. I don't remember what they were saying, but we were trying to. I've only ever played one game that was PC and PS4 cross play, and that was fun. But like I haven't seen a lot of games do it, and I think it's because of the pixels. They want everybody to have like an equal chance.
That's hard to do between PC and console, especially
Yeah.
on a game like that. But it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I like League.
And while you guys were talking about news, I looked for some news.
Wow, it wasn't a challenge
Yeah.
to come up with news.
You asked.
Ah.
So some leaks. It's all leaking news. Diablo 2
Put a cork in it.
remaster and Diablo 4 might be announced at BlizzCon to make up for their blunder.
I don't think that's going to make up for anything. They
Well,
could
maybe not
announce
that
Diablo
Tom
4,
thing,
5,
but-
6, 7, and 8 all launching simultaneously across all platforms, crossplay, and it's not going to fix the shit that they're in.
Oh, it will not. And the other leak is a combination of an old leak mixed with a new one, because people went data mining in Mortal Kombat. They found in the audio files that there's a Fujin announcer pack, and Fujin is one of the leaked characters that may have been coming to the game. So Fujin might be coming because he's technically in the game at one point, but just not a character yet because they have voice files. That might also confirm that Combat Pack 2 might also add Shiva and Ash Williams from Evil Dead. Because all the leaks have been accurate so far.
They've been talking about Ash for like ever, as far as like crossing over with Mortal Kombat.
They did a big data mine when the game came out, and it revealed like 20 characters, and so far like every character from the data mine, like
so fucking tired of that,
has come out in that order.
Half the fucking character select screen is missing when you pay full price for a fighting game. You get half the goddamn characters. Fuck you. I fucking hate that.
I also understand that it takes forever to make these characters.
Well, you know what? How about you spend another 2 years making the game then? Like, make a full fucking game. Like, put the time in that it takes to make a full game. That's what they've been doing for many, many years.
I mean, I thought it was a full game.
Or release it, like, if you're going to release half a game, charge half the price. Of course they don't want to do that.
Full game. I just see the characters as DLC. I don't see it as not having a full game. Now, if there was story sections that were butchered like Destiny was, then I would be complaining. But I'm like, these are additional little fighters, so I don't need them to say I have a full game. That's just me.
Well, when you have a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that's what? How many years is that now? How old is that game? Like 15, 16 years old, something like that? That game had like in the 50s as far as characters go. So you're telling me like they can't make a game current gen with 40 characters at full price?
I don't know, because it's newer gen. I feel like characters were easier to make back then than they are now. Because Ed Boon has talked about it, and he says with every character that they make, there's a whole development team just for one character, because they gotta like make sure the skeletons are all completely different, and all the like just everything about the bodies and how they come apart is all each character is entirely different.
But they've had to do that since they've gone 3D. Well, I mean, since they started doing the X-rays or whatever, maybe. So what? 3 games ago? I mean, they've been doing this for a while now. Why the fuck is it all of a sudden a problem? It's always a new engine. It's fucking bullshit.
It's a new engine.
They just want their money. That's what it is.
You're using the Unreal Engine now, guys. Like
oh boy, yeah, that's shocking.
But yeah, 2 major leaks, and that's all I really care to talk about right now.
And that is news. Ta-da!
Exit.
What? What?
What?
It was the beep exits.
I was about to say, is that a subliminal message telling us to leave?
Oh, well, fine, I'll go.
Exit. What? 52.
Wow.
Give me scissors, 61.
So we're going to do a brief new little segment thingy called This Week in Gaming. Something new I thought we'd try out. This is a short segment where we highlight milestones that have happened in gaming during the week the podcast airs. So, for example, this week is October 12th through the 19th. So we'll be looking at the same window in the years 2018 and prior on those dates.
Hey.
Yeah. Some information for your ass.
I don't understand. What?
He's gonna read something from this week, but
I thought that was the thing. Like, this is the week of the 12th and the 19th, and I was like, it's not a milestone.
What?
Go back to the past.
Yeah.
So confused. Okay, go on.
This week in the past.
So on October 12th, 2006, Capcom closes Clover Studios, the developer behind Beautiful Joe and Okami. Thanks, Capcom. No, it's not their fault. That studio got fucking screwed over. They made a ton of really good games and nobody bought them, and the fucking Capcom had to close them down. So that was actually really sad. That was a really good team. A lot of really good developers and directors and producers came out of that studio that ended up going to other studios.
So like last week, I told you about that What Happened show. He also did a Clover video about what happened.
Oh, yeah? That's so sad. October 14th, 1977, the Atari 2500 launched. October 17th, 1994, Sonic & Knuckles is released on the Sega Genesis. Yay. How many of you have played Sonic & Knuckles?
I have. I played it on the Genesis when I was little.
Me too. We're the only two.
I have never
Yeah.
played any Sonic.
You're lucky. No.
I didn't grow up in a gangster's paradise. I grew up in.
Oh, god damn it. Hey, the first 4 were good.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're good.
Great.
Just good.
I didn't mind Sonic Unleashed, even though everybody shits on that game. But it's fine. October 18th, 1985, the NES launches in North America. Yeah. And that's what happened this week in gaming.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Is that just a default thing that we haven't got a jingle? We just go beep 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 beep. beep.
Whenever we don't have a jingle or a song, that's all we got. That's all we got. We got to go with
When
it.
it comes to the news, nobody does it sometimes.
Yeah, what the fuck? Priorities, man.
Though.
Where
I
are
got
they?
fun.
Yeah, you passed out. It's fine. It's time for some games.
Yay!
Jazz, what are we playing?
We're playing, so I forgot the actual name of the game.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, you know me and my memory. It's Survive
No,
the
I forgot.
Horrors. Survive the Horrors. Or will
What
you
did you
survive
call me?
this horror? Shut up, horror.
Call
Whoa!
my mother.
Horror.
Horror.
Horror. So,
Survive the
I think it
horror.
was called Will You Survive or Survive the Horrors? I can't remember, but basically, this is the game we've played one time. Cody was supposed to be here, but I think you missed
I think we played it twice.
Nope, we played it one time because I would remember writing more than one story like this.
We did it
It was
twice.
just you and Alec, and you were in Raccoon City.
One of them, it was on the Titanic, and I was a 12-year-old
Oh,
boy.
that wasn't on the podcast. That was just me reading a book to you guys.
It's the same thing.
Trying to educate, you know.
Wow!
I
Wow!
survived that one as well.
Yeah,
You're
did.
not gonna read a
First,
book. I'll read one to you, bitch.
John survived the Titanic, and Alex survived the jungle plane crash.
Yeah.
Earthquake. It was an earthquake.
Something.
I don't know. You
It was a
fucking all
plane
survived
crash
it.
into a jungle that caused an earthquake.
Yeah, so since Cody missed the last one, basically I wrote a follow your own path story in
Choose
half
your
an
own
hour.
adventure.
Yeah.
No, it's
I wrote it in
copyrighted.
half an hour, so it's not very good. But so you 3 have to work together and choose a specific path that will lead you to a pre-written other path that will either kill you or lead you towards an escape, or escape right away, depending on how I was feeling at the time.
Wow.
my point in this game is to try to get you guys killed. So I write really stupid ways that I'm like, oh, maybe they'll choose this. And last time what you missed was that they actually escaped in the first fucking shot. They didn't get shot, they didn't get scratched, they didn't get like not even a paper cut. They literally just ran out the fucking door. Through
I
the
almost stubbed
alley
my
and
toe.
Left. You almost stubbed your toe,
Mm-hmm.
but with my luck, you probably had steel toes, so you know, didn't help me. So, and the whole point, well, not the whole point, but each story that I'm gonna write will be based in the universe or whatever you want to call it of a specific horror game.
Horror.
Horror. Now I haven't played a lot of them, so it's still kind of new. But last one was in Raccoon City, and today is in the universe of Dino Crisis. Because we were talking about Dino Crisis earlier and Capcom, so that I'm really glad I went with this one.
Yeah.
That Shaun told me to go with.
Yeah.
So, survive the horrors of Ibiz Island. Ibiz. Is it
Sure.
Ibiz?
Martin.
Survive
think-
Arby's Island.
Ar-
Gotcha.
Ar-
Arby's
yeah,
Island.
Harvey's Island.
Spooky.
We go there and
So-
the raptors are like, they got the meats.
You guys want...
They're full of horsey sauce.
So, here it goes. The year is 2009. Not that this means anything to you, as you three are the lucky survivors of the island, which you know nothing about and have no idea how you got there.
How the
Wow.
fuck did we survive it if
Am
we
I
didn't
Ark
even know
Thompson?
about it?
Now, you know about the island, you're on it, you just don't know where you are. It's like the Rockford effect, I guess you want to call it. You're on an island, you don't know where you are. You spend most of your day running around on the strange base, trying to avoid getting shot and killing anyone you've crossed paths with to manage to sneak up on them. Oh, and I didn't mention, but you're all velociraptors.
What?
That's why. Yeah,
Okay.
Plot
that's
twist.
why you don't have names, Shaun.
Hey, I can have the name Steven and still be a raptor.
You wanted to be named Kristoff. Listen, you're subject number 3.
Oh.
So you now find yourselves in a long maze of corridors. The metal door you used to get here slams shut behind you. And you have claws, so you can't turn the doorknob. Unlike, Jurassic Park would have taught you. So down the hall is a corner. Down the hall is a corner, and you can't see what's around there, but you only assume it's another long corridor. And from that direction, you hear a door open, and you can hear someone breathing. You pick up the smell of sweat, fear, and gunpowder. Whatever it is, it's armed. Above you isn't... Wait. That's not supposed to be there.
Delete.
Never mind that part. There's, to your side, like, along the hall, you can see a wooden door, which you could easily break with force. It would make a lot of noise and possibly attract the stranger your way faster. And you don't know what's on the other side. However, if one of you breaks the door, all 3 of you can make it through. Yeah, so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys have to work together and decide where you're going. Do you stand your ground and see what happens? Do you run down the hall and catch the stranger off guard? Or do you break the door and take your chances with what's on the other side?
Well, if there's only one person, then it'll be 3 dinosaurs against 1 idiot.
But that means one of us could be a casualty.
But I'm fine with it being you, Sean.
Wow! This is your plan!
Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Jesus
Exactly.
Christ.
I mean, your controller's not working, so you.
I can't even claw anything because my buttons don't work.
Sean's a raptor holding a little controller. Looking really sad.
Well, I'm going to do the surprise attack.
I say we go hunt the 2 kids in the kitchen.
Wait,
I've watched Jurassic
wait.
Park. We can
Do we all have to collectively come up with a
Yes.
this? Oh, fuck.
You're a pack. You
I'm
travel
down for
together.
surprise attack. 3 against
Okay.
1.
What say you, Alec?
3 against 1, bitches.
Did you say 3 against 1?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so you're all decided on?
the surprise attack against the stranger.
You're gonna run down. Alright. So all 3 of you leap forward in a dash down the hall. The stranger turns the corner just as you reach it, but her reflexes and training are too good, and she dodges you with a simple roll. You 3 crash into the wall because you have claws on a metal floor, so you can't stop. You crash into the wall, and now she stands where you were before. The human looks at the switch next to her on the wall, and you notice she couldn't make it to the door to safety behind her in time. Here's another decision that you guys have to work on together. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you all leap together at the human and try to kill her before she can shoot any of you, or try to bring up her gun because you're close enough? Do you wait and let her make the first move, or do you turn your back on her and try to make a door for the outside from where she came, which she left open?
I feel like if we all 3 jump, we're just gonna hit each other in midair.
Yeah, I
It
think
would
we
be
should.
funny.
I kind of feel like we should stay and see what she does, but
Well, she's just gonna stand there and shoot us, for God's sake.
if we turn our backs to fucking leave, why? We're gonna get
I want to make
shoosted.
this into a machinima, just you guys actually contemplating the shit.
We'll do it in raptor speak.
I'm thinking about the door. I don't know why.
Yeah, let's fucking go for the door. If we try to attack, we're gonna die. I know that.
Okay, we're going for the door then.
Going for the door. You take the risk of turning your back on an armed enemy, making a run for the door. The human doesn't want to risk her luck against the 3 of you and runs the opposite way to her safety. As for the three of you, you reach the door to the outside and make it towards the jungle. Congratulations, you fuckers!
I thought you were gonna say we fell to our death.
Damn it!
You fell into a
Just
pit
like,
of
we
spikes,
did
slayed
torture,
by
but
the survivor or whatever.
You have
You survived
survived
the
yet
horse.
again.
Yeah, get fucked.
Survive the horse.
We are immortal.
You can't kill us.
Yeah, well,
We're like sheep.
I'm gonna keep trying because you know what? I feel like one day I'm gonna fucking get you guys. Without cheating.
Wow.
I'm gonna send you guys this like entire thing so you can read it over and see what other options there would have been. Because
But then we're gonna learn your plans.
I feel like I was very clever about
we're gonna
this.
figure
No,
out how
because
your
I'm never-
mind works.
Clever girl.
I feel like if we keep winning and we keep surviving, then in real life, Jazz is going to come after us. One way or
Yeah.
another.
Well, that's gonna happen
There's a
either
red-
way.
There's a strange redhead Canadian standing outside your window with a knife. Do you A, run?
She's reading it to us on the phone as she's standing out there. She's like, "Do you A?" And you're just like, "Shit."
Sean goes, fuck, and you hear like echo in my phone, like, fuck. I'm like, what the hell?
She says sorry, but proceeds to stab you repeatedly.
All you hear outside in the middle of the night is, thanks,
Tanks.
thanks. And that was the game of Will You Survive the Horse?
Do
That's all,
do
I
you
just
have
survived the
a
horse.
game of the SD parries?
I do not. This took all of my energy. and
Wow.
thoughts.
That's fine.
And we
I could-
smashed it.
I
That's
could
fine.
literally just grab one of the books, open it at a random page, and get you all to guess the one quote.
Wow. No, that's fine.
But with
That's
no
fine.
screening, I feel like it'll just end up being shit, as
Yeah.
always.
We'll
because
do it next.
everybody says
Wow.
shit.
It'll be even more shit.
Yeah, but who said it?
Alec,
Yes.
are you ready to climb some bitches?
I think we should go down on some bitches, yes.
All right.
Wow.
And now it's time for everyone's least favorite game, Bitches and Ladders!
Right. Sean,
Hello.
your character name is Brooke Lynn Bridge.
Ah,
Brooke is a young, traumatized girl who walked into her parents having sex. Her parents told young Brooke that Daddy put his penis in Mummy's vagina and explained that's how Brooke was made.
wow.
Brooke then asked, what happens when Mummy puts Daddy's penis in her mouth. Her mum was speechless.
I was gonna say sacrifices.
No, you can't talk with a
Right,
dick in your mouth.
Well,
Ah!
unfortunately, Sean, since your controller is shit, you can't move anyway.
Get
You
on.
press the square button to move forward. Whoa, wait. That's not how that works. Never mind, the joke is ruined. It's fine.
That's why it doesn't work. You're hitting the wrong button.
Yeah. I press up and it won't attack. What the fuck?
Right, Jazz, your
Yeah.
character name is Chris P. Bacon.
Wait, does Sean actually not get to move because of his controller?
No, I got a
No.
skip turn last time.
Yeah,
Because Ada's a
okay.
bitch.
Again?
she
Fucking
stole your
bitch.
controller. Anyway, Chris
Chris
is a
Bacon,
huge... Yeah, Chris is a huge Madonna fan. He has all her albums, all her live gigs on DVD, and now has all her kids.
Why am I picturing Chris Redfield just like rocking out to Material Girl?
That sounds normal to
Okay.
me.
Chris, do you
Chris.
want do you want a gaming question or a riddle?
With the chance that it's a game that I haven't played, I'm gonna take the gaming question anyway.
Alrighty then. Right. In Resident Evil Code Veronica,
Fuck! Yeah.
You should have known.
how tall is Claire Redfield?
3'2".
But fuck, I remember commenting on this so many times. 5 foot, sure, but then the inches. Yep, you know what? Japan always like puts them as super fucking thin and super tall, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say 5'7".
Oh,
It's
wrong.
5'6", isn't it?
The answer is 5'5'4'5" according to when you opened the inventory.
If I had said 5'5", would I have been safe?
Yeah, pretty much,
Okay,
but you
wouldn't have
didn't.
been like.
So
You know, well, I was putting her at my height, so.
sorry, Chris. Just gonna have to.
Chris
enjoy my time.
doesn't. Chris wasn't really in that game, so he doesn't know.
Cody,
Yeah.
your Ellie Copter.
Yeah.
Ellie used to own a brothel. She
I
used to.
live in a brothel. I shit
She
you
had
not.
to close it down after a policeman came in and said, "Hello, hello." Now the brothel has a sign on it saying, "Beat it, we're closed."
Ah.
Gaming
Right, Cody.
question.
Oh, okay, fine.
Wow.
It's almost as if you guys hate my riddles.
I'm bad at riddles.
Me
That's the thing.
too.
It's not you, it's me.
How dare you?
Okay, Cody. Or should I say Ellie? Ellie,
Hey.
what year was Castlevania Lord of Shadows released?
I'm gonna take a swing and say 2008.
No, it's 2010.
Damn, 2 years.
Wow, really? The first
Off by
one?
2 inches.
I thought it was older than that.
Me too.
It was
Interesting.
released on October 5th, 2010. Hmm.
Wow.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense actually.
While
Wow.
you answer your question, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I might not make it to the end of the podcast. I got an upset stomach. So bye.
Okay.
Bye, Ellie. And well, that was an incredibly quick game of bitches and ladders because no one fucking got me.
Yeah, let's do round 2 with the riddles. Woo!
Good God, how the fuck did we? Wow, that's got to be a record.
2 inches.
I have been your game master, Law N. Order.
Oh.
Law teaches yoga classes to quadriplegics. His students can't stand him, especially when he
Yeah.
walks off with their money.
They
Wow.
can't stand.
That's fucked up. God damn.
That's horrible. Let's not make fun of handicaps.
You're going to hell, Alec.
Fucking idiots.
Stupid.
Sean, do you have a game?
I don't.
Wow.
No. Nope, no game this week. Next week I will bring back Days of Our Lines. Residential Evil.
Okay.
But that's going to be next week. For now, it's time to read your comments.
Read your comments.
We have a jingle.
Yeah,
I
it's
have a jingle Read your comments.
wow.
Right.
That was
Okay.
a great impression.
That's like exactly what he sounds like.
Nailed it.
Exactly.
Right. Now I don't feel bad about this one going a bit.
Oh,
long
shit.
because-
Oh.
Right. I do have a video source, but before I get onto that, I wanted to read a couple of comments that was made on the last couple of podcasts.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I've been... Go ahead.
So,
Whoa.
they are both from Lee SJBM CPRS.
Lee, as in your brother?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
listening. I pay attention.
Okay, so the one was a week ago. Here's a dumb suggestion for your next broadcast. If you were an evil mastermind in the RE franchise and you could kill any player you wanted, who would it be and how? For example, I would have Steve Burnside argue with Chris Redfield about Claire. They tussle, and Steve inadvertently knocks Chris off balance into the meat grinder in Resident Evil 6. Chris is minced, and Claire sees what happens. Cue Claire slapping Steve, shouting, "Bastard!" and blowing up the facility with Steve inside, and obliterating him like the RED generation blooper scene. Interested to hear what you come up with. Should you wish to acknowledge this comment?
That is a meaty comment, Lee. Good job.
Meaty.
Meaty.
Because you got grinded.
Exactly.
So
You
yeah,
first, Sean. You first.
Oh, wow. I would have Wesker kill Rebecca by shoving his glasses down her throat and making her eat the glasses. While Chris
What?
watches in horror.
It sounds premeditated. What the fuck? Rebecca, no!
Rebecca!
Oh god. What the fuck? I'm crying. I was not expecting. I thought like definitely you were gonna get Leon to push Ashley into a fucking volcano or something. Oh god.
I'm sure he'll do it.
Give me time.
Jazz, have you got anyone you want to kind of kill?
Is it basically like kill off my least favorite character?
Yeah, you can be any RE character and kill any other RE character.
Yeah, I don't think it was your least favorite. Was it?
But
No, you can just pick anyone.
just any I can't top Sean's though. And Chris in a meat grinder, like you've already gotten rid of one of the worst ones. So I'm gonna go by my experience and just like, you know, when Sherry was infected by the virus and Claire just is sent on this random fucking mission to risk her own life to get the antivirus, would just go, you know what? It probably won't even work, and then both of us will die. So no, you stay there and just shh. Rubbing her hair, just like, shh, it's okay. Just go to sleep. And then Sherry dies.
Damn.
Yep. And then Annette dies too. All the Birkins just die together, and then they're together in hell, where they belong.
Wow.
Chris can go home to her minced meat brother.
Well, I think I would have Brad have infinite lives, but he can die. So, you know,
He's
every
like
time he
Kenny.
dies, he just...
From South Park.
Yeah, pretty much.
He even
Every
has the
time-
orange.
Every time he dies, he respawns, but in the same
Well, I guess it's
location
yellow.
of where Nemesis is standing there going... So yeah, just infinite times where Brad dies. That'd be awesome.
Wow, you just want to see him die forever?
Yeah, I feel like there'd be a way better one than just not what you said, but like what I feel like I need more time. Because the first thing I thought of was just like Jill just accidentally cough stumbles forward and pushes Sheva into the volcano.
Whoopsie.
Whoops, thanks.
Thanks, partner. Bitch.
And Chris is like, meh.
Take my
Okay.
spot in Resident Evil 5, you bitch.
Fuck you. See you in the
Moving
sequel.
on.
Not.
Cody, what is your choice?
Oh, he's back.
No, he's not.
Nope.
Okay, well...
Oh, yeah, he is.
I'm just listening from my phone. And to be thematic, Nemesis would shit in Claire's mouth till she dies of defecation, suffocation.
Jesus.
She's gonna get shit faced.
Oh.
Okay. Moving on then.
It's the worst
So
way to
I
get
think-
the T-virus.
So I think... I think this was...
More like the B virus, if you know what I mean. B for bite.
B for
Lee
butt.
also commented on the last one. His comment is, at the 28 or so minute marker, when bringing up that the Xbox One is not reading discs in the disk drive, it's perhaps has dust inside that needs clearing, and not a sign of getting fridged. See, he's paying attention. So, I'm not really sure what question to ask. It's like, have you checked your Xbox for fridging?
It's warm, so I don't think it's fridged. No, it can't be that because it says that it's not recognizing the optical drive, not that it can't read the disk. So it's definitely a bigger problem than just dust in the
Wind.
machine in the wind. Fuck you! We almost made it through. Batman.
Okay, that's actually.
But I appreciate the thought and the thought. Thank you for trying to
Knowingly,
save
you'll
my
probably just send you
Xbox.
another Xbox, so whatever.
Oh.
Okay, getting back to the whole point of read your comments. So, the video source for this time is The New Adventures of Old Mega Man.
Tanoom.
One.
No, Tanoom.
So, commenter 1, Chaotic Aura, 2 years ago.
I know
That treacherous.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay. The comment goes, that first scene mixed me and Andrew's audio together so well. Can't get over it. Good job, sir.
Wait, what?
So, question 1. What programs, equipment did you use for the audio parts in the episode?
How? I don't understand the comment though.
Yeah.
Well, she's basically saying that that the part where she did her lines and Andrew's lines, it came off really well. And I'm basically asking, what did you use, like Audacity and shit like that, to do the episode?
I'm not getting where
Alright,
the
let's
connect. No, it's fine. Like I can answer the question, I just don't understand where it's stemming from. But I just use well, a combination. I use some tools that are in Power Director, which is my video editor. Like I can edit audio in that, and I also use Audacity. I use mainly Audacity to do most of the audio, like the cleanup and some of the echo effects and stuff like that. But Power Director also has a couple tools, like different kinds of echoes and different filters that I can throw on top of stuff. So between the two, like I can mix and match, and kind of gives me a good amount of range and control as to what I can like manipulate and change. So those two.
Okay. Question 2. What advice would you give someone that wanted to make a machinima for the first time?
Right.
Don't.
Pray for
Don't
your
do it.
soul. No. Prepare to suffer. No, just like understand that it's a long, arduous journey. But no, start simple. You know, my first machinima was done on Windows Movie Maker, and my version of Windows Movie Maker was like nowhere near what it is today. So,
It sucks today. It was way better back then, if I'm gonna be honest.
oh really?
Yeah.
I figured it would have been better.
I tried the newer version years after trying it from like Windows XP and whatnot. It's trash.
Well, it's always been trash.
Well, I mean, it's like missing like 80% of the features.
It didn't even have any features.
Yeah, you could do like transitions and subtitle text and stuff. Like it doesn't
Very
even have any of
little.
that.
And you only had one layer. I'm pretty sure the new one gives you multiple layers. There's probably trade-offs, but either way, like trying to do anything with one layer of audio and one layer of video is damn near impossible. You have to do multiple renders, and on something like Windows Movie Maker, like every time you render, you had no control over quality. It was going to compress every single time. So every time you had to do multiple renders and multiple layers, the quality just kept getting worse and worse. The whole thing was terrible. But all this to just say, like, you know, use whatever you have at your disposal and just kind of keep it simple. You know, learn how to edit, learn how to do basic blending and timing and stuff like that. Keep the script simple. try to make something short, like maybe a minute or two long, just to kind of learn how things work and how the editing goes and how you can, match the timing to the lip flaps and putting in your sound effects and all that kind of stuff to the timing of the video. Like, just keep it simple and then grow from there. And just like every time you make something new, try to add something a little bit more to it. Try to play around with, new effects and things as you go, and just kind of teach yourself over time. If you try to do everything at once, it's too much. It's just going to make it harder to learn, I feel. But I mean, as complicated as it... What's that?
Consistency, though. Like, don't try to do it all in one, but like,
Yeah.
episode 2 has to sort of follow what you were doing in the first episode. Don't do like me.
Don't do like what?
Don't do like me.
What are you talking about?
Don't do like me.
There's continuity, but not as like I just brought in like randomly Chris and Jessica. Like, I just bring in new characters every episode.
Consistency's
You're
good.
gonna run out eventually.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna fucking die.
But yeah, just the big thing is try not to get overwhelmed, because it's a detailed process and it takes some getting used to, but keep at it.
Yeah.
I would say personally, like, when I think I started, because I was inspired by Shaun, that I started Windows Movie Maker doing it that way, and it was Dino's Stupid Crisis, and I just recently watched it, and I'm just like, wow, that is shite. So yeah.
And that's kind of a cool thing, though, if you think about it, when you go back and you look at your older shit and you're like, oh God, because that means like you've been learning and growing and getting better and better, and you're comparing your most recent shit to your older shit. And if it was just like there was no difference, no contrast, you're not learning or growing or getting better. So that would be bad. So the more shit it looks, the better you're doing. That's one way to look at it.
Okay, moving on then. So Dark CT, 2 years ago. I am very much infused to see where this one goes.
It's canceled. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not. Keep watching. Like, subscribe. Help. We love you.
Question 1. Do you have a general idea on where the series, the Mega Man series, by the way, is going, or do you just make it up as you go along?
Both. Yes.
It's going to the mall.
I know pieces, like certain things I want to do with certain characters, and like some plot points that I want to do, but like I don't know like how it's going to end, for example. I don't have the entire thing fleshed out. So it's I mean, I've kind of explained my process before, but it's kind of like a bit of both, where it's like writing the story before the capturing, but also writing filler as I capture, and then the two blend together to make what you see. So like I write some of it, and some of it I write as I go. So yes and no.
Question 2. Would you like to use footage from other Dead Rising games? If so, which ones?
I won't use footage from other ones in like the same show. Like if I do like a different Dead Rising game, it would be like a season 2. Kind of like what I plan to do with Resident Evil, where like season 1 of Days of Our Lives is going to be Resident Evil 4. Season 2 is going to be Resident Evil 5. I would do the same kind of concept with Dead Rising. Outside of maybe like a flashback or something where it's relevant to the story, but that'd be it.
Okay. Right. Next, the final comment is from Demon Hunter.
Oh,
I didn't know you turned into a hunter, Debo.
He's got dual personalities.
Right. So 2 years ago, the comment is something flesh. Something fresh.
Something fleshy about this.
Yeah. Something fresh, which is always good to see, but every time Mega Man speaks, I always think of Leon.
God damn it.
Absorbed the RE4 parody way too much.
I mean, those two guys sound alike. You know?
I know.
I thought it was a different person.
It is.
Voicing him, I mean. Question 1. How did you come up with the idea of using the Mega Man costume as a plot device in the episode?
It wasn't even a question for me. I mean, it was just the way it was going to go. I mean, I kind of toyed around with just trying to make myself look as creepy as possible and just making Frank just like the creepiest, most unappealing fucking creepazoid guy, freaking out all the survivors and just being a general creep. But no, the Mega Man costume with the fucking Mega Buster and everything in there. Come on, it's a no-brainer. You gotta use it.
Buster.
Yeah, it just made the most sense to me, and the most humor could come from it, and just the way that Frank looks in that fucking suit is ridiculous. I love it. It's great. I had to do something with it.
Dr.
Okay.
Wily, you've gone too far.
Yeah, we watched it this morning. I just fell apart when the zombie said, I haven't had a shower in 6 months. I was just like, "Oh."
I mean, at least that zombie's showering.
Okay, question 2. Were there other costumes you thought about using as a plot device?
For Frank? Not really. It was kind of going to be one or the other, where I did the Mega Man thing or just made him a creep. I probably won't. I mean, I might take him out of the costume for like maybe 1 or 2 things, just like story things, but I don't have anything planned yet. So, I don't know. We'll kind of see how things go.
Make it up as you go along. Okay, final question then. What do you think of the episode now after 2 years? Is there anything you might want to change?
Been 2 years? What the fuck?
I know, right? Fucking time, man. It's bullshit.
Me and Erica were like waiting for that, and it came out. We're like, yeah, and I didn't even realize it's been 2 years already.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shaun, get to work.
Wow. I'm trying. Well, like I said, at least like once I get back to those, since I'm going to approach it a little bit differently, where I am trying to do like the entire thing all at once, like that should fix that problem. I hope. It just depends on how that goes, because it's a shit ton of work. But I don't know. It'll be easier to get it done, I feel, because I can just commit to it and just, keep fucking working at it until it's done, and it's just easier that way, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. What the fuck was the question?
Do you have any regrets?
Regrets. Yes,
You
I
might
regret
want
not
to
doing it all as one session. No, I mean, in a way, kind of I do, because like some of the people that I used in that episode, I already know that I'm going to have to replace because I don't talk to them anymore. So that kind of sucks. So I regret it having been 2 years without releasing another episode, and the impact that's going to have going forward when I do future episodes. Because I really, really don't like recasting for multiple reasons. One, it's just annoying to have to do in general. But two, the whole recasting, whether I'm doing it or whether it's done on another show, it always drives me crazy. I hate when voices change. So.
Well, you could just say they're aging.
They're aging.
But they just sound older. Or younger, depending.
Or Yolder.
Yeah, or Unger. Or stupid. They got in a car accident and are now stupid, so they sound different. There you go.
But yeah, that's really it. I don't really regret anything else that I can remember. It's been a little while since I've seen the episode, but I don't think so. There's probably some
Well-
editing snafus in there that I probably could have fixed or something, but
Do
nothing
not
off the
fix
top of my head.
sunglasses. Never fix this.
No, that for the record,
That's
that was
bad.
intentional. That was an
That's the
epic
best.
moment.
They're like, it's so dramatic. I love it.
Well, you still have Elena and Credence with you, so when you do episode 2 of that, we'll still be here.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
What?
Wow.
I might also have vocal reconstruction and not sound like this
Wow.
anymore. Nah,
Mm.
I don't know.
Bah.
It's the puppeteering that's gonna be fun.
Oh.
God, no. That was a nightmare.
Hey, you had fun. You shut your mouth. Having a
I had
having
fun
a
until he
2-minute
fucking shotgun me in the face.
having a 2-minute time limit to capture footage. That's the best.
Sean's like, here's the script. All right, you guys know what to do, right? Okay, here we go. Go, 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 go. Trying to do everything at once.
Well, actually, it'd just be me and Jazz that'll be doing the puppeteering because, like, he can't get his controller to work. So
Wow, you're right.
Oh, that's true.
It's not
Yeah.
that bad. It'll be fine.
No more Brandon.
Brandon has
All right,
has
Brandon.
died.
Brandon's dead.
Okay, so that was Read Your Bitches.
That was bitches and comments.
Everything's just turning into bitches and fucks. I love it.
Welcome to the ward.
Get fucked.
Exactly.
To my right, there's a bitch. To my left, there's another bitch.
Everything is a fuck. Exactly.
If you're not a bitch, fuck it. Wait. Updates.
Yay!
I did all my updates in my week, so
Oh wow. Two for one. Cody, how was your week? Okay, cool. Jazz, what's going on?
I was gonna say listen to the beginning.
Rerun. What's going on? Yeah, that's a great question. I repicked up my Halloween project, and
Why'd you
I
drop
sent
it?
Out, I don't know, but I found it.
Good.
So probably wherever I found it. Cat hair in my mouth. So
Hairball.
I sent out the lines to somebody asking him to redo the character because this is something I had going before, and I haven't heard back from him yet. So that's kind of
Motherfucker.
a tricky thing. I'm missing like 3 main voices, or actually 2 main voices, because Dante sent me his like right after he heard the podcast, and I cut him out on it.
Wow. Good job, Dante.
So if ever you need lines from Dante,
Putting me to shame.
just be like, hey, I want Dante to. He'll be like, I'm here, motherfuckers. And then I'm continuing the script for the other thing that I said I was continuing. That's still going. So I'm still gonna need all 3 of you, and other people, but mostly 3 of you, because I think you 3 and me are the main ones, so that I have less people to chase after. I just completely forgot about Max. Never mind. And then Shh. It's okay. And I want to pick up the project for BTTF again because I went back and rewatched that. And sorry, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah, your mic is freaking the fuck out.
I
Loud for like a second.
I put my laptop down and hold the microphone.
Stop
So,
putting
yeah,
your laptop on your lap. It doesn't go there.
No, I put it down now. It's not on my laptop.
Okay.
Laptop.
Laptop.
Tarp. It's a tarp. I went back and watched episode 1 of BTTF again, and I was like, oh, I could rework that to make it a little bit better, or I could just do what you said earlier and just like keep going but make it better from now on, and then go back after and go like, oh wow, that sucked.
Exactly.
It didn't turn out so bad. I mean, but it was all done on Windows. Fuck. I think I cut out.
You did.
Yeah.
You cut back
God
in at
damn it.
fuck. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was all done on Windows Movie Maker, so I had absolutely nothing. Like 5 characters to put together on one audio line was tricky, but now I can do it with more freedom. So, yay! And I think I don't think,
Growth.
you know what? I don't think anybody's seen that one because it's on my channel, and no one goes there except for
Wow.
eggs apparently.
Except for who?
You know what? Shut the fuck up. So if I continue this with Diz, because she was the co-producer, co-creator, whatever you want to call her, of BTTF, which is Brat to the Future, we could potentially send it to you if you wanted to throw it on the ward somewhere. You're in it, so
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, you could also be a
Claire?
produce whatever guy.
Hello?
I like that. I like that that was done when I didn't really like. We didn't talk. It was more of like a Shayla. Do you think Shaun would want to do the Leon voice from RCS? From RCS?
RCS.
And she's like, yeah, probably. I'm like, well, don't say that. Like, can you ask him? Don't just say yes for him. And then Diz was like, Shaun's helping me with my projects. I'm like, he never messages me. And then I was like, hello. And you were like, hello. And now,
Hello.
yeah, you're stuck.
Oh no. No escape.
But yeah, that's I want to try to focus on that. The Halloween thing. Hopefully, if it's scrapped, it's scrapped. I have
No,
a side
hurry up,
Halloween-
do it.
Listen. Will you do? Lines. I need some lines.
I will. You say that like you're waiting on me for the lines. Are you? Ah, fuck. Are you fucking really? I don't even know what you're working on.
We'll talk later. We'll talk again later.
Okay.
But if that doesn't work out, like if I can't get lines from other people too that I need, I might just put that one on hold until next Halloween again,
Jesus.
or just later, like Christmas, Halloween.
Yeah.
And I have a side one that I've been sort of working on while playing Tomb Raider. So there's always a backup. There's always a backup. Yeah. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing, which I probably won't be, but I'll try.
No, don't say that. Do them.
Listen, I say that and then I get home and watch TV.
Well, stop.
But disenchantment.
Stop it.
I have to watch
You
it for
can-
the 5th time.
You can enchantment later.
Wah. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay.
Alec.
Yo.
What's your problem? I mean, what are you working on?
Wow.
Wow. My problem is you. Yeah, I haven't really got anything to update really because I'm just waiting on Jazz to kind of come up with something.
Oh,
to fill in
yeah.
the
Oh
building.
shit, I'm not the only one being called out.
I mean, are you waiting? You're making it sound like you're waiting on me for lines.
Well, yeah.
When was
Boom.
this? I'm trying just to copy Shaun. I
Oh,
didn't know
you
was
son of a
working on-
bitch.
I will send you the max lines, hopefully by next again.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I will. What are they again?
Okay.
I need my
freedom
lines
to
too. The
choose
ones you
anything.
added. I need to.
Oh yeah,
I need you to
it's true,
send
it's
me
like
those again.
Literally anything I want.
Yeah, you can just do anything in those whatever seconds where it's just nothing going on.
Send
Alright,
me.
cool.
You only had like 2 lines for me to do that you added, but I don't have them anymore because they were in some random group chat that we created for the podcast that I'm probably not even in anymore. So send that shit
fine.
directly to me so that I have it.
I'll send it in a box.
Good. I will open it and I will record the lines.
He means your ass.
What? My ass is in a box.
Anyway, because just today I really wanted to play Dino Crisis again. Rewatching the old Dino Stupid Crisis, and everyone keeps talking about, redoing it, and I'm just like, yeah, I really want to redo it.
Yeah.
Still have no idea who to recast. I know Shayla was the voice for Regina. I'm just gonna put it out there, Shayla. If you just let me know. If you can get off Monster Hunter for.
Shayla,
hasn't
wow.
been on.
Shayla, if you can hear this, we need you.
She hasn't been. Just call in sick and she'll pay attention to you.
It took me a second. Because I'm slow.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I might just say recast, and you guys might.
I'll do it.
actually get-
I'll do it.
Shaun can make a really good Regina.
Yeah, I'm picturing that.
Hi guys. I'm
Is that a sword?
Regina.
Oh, wow.
Wait, that was fucking Parker almost. Jill,
Joe.
I'm Regina.
I forgot what Parker
Hey,
sounds like.
fuck you.
Okay, that's me. Cody, got any update?
Wow.
Yeah, we're going round.
So
'cause
anyway,
we're ignoring
played
Tom.
Hitman 2 after this, and I bought DLC for Mortal Kombat and Hitman, and I made 2 songs and rendered 5 videos, and... Did you know that Mortal Kombat got data leaks in Diablo 4?
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey Jazz, what's your updates?
Wow. I am
guess
here. I am here, okay? I think.
Who's talking?
It is me, Brandon. Hello.
Hey Brandon, what's your updates?
Hello.
You fuck.
Wow. I'm
Tell us.
still recording lines. Lots and lots of fucking lines. I'm still trying to work on the goddamn sound pad. Fucking piece of garbage. No! I will make it work.
Jeez.
Yeah. But I tried to fuck around with it more. I still couldn't figure it out. I need to email them and tell them to fucking suck my ass. And then they'll tell me that they can't help me, and then I'll throw it in the garbage. That's what needs to happen next.
Episode 13.
You.
Got what I need.
Oh baby, you. But
Say just
I mainly I've just been working on the Halloween content because I'm running out of fucking time. It's going so fast. But I got a few Let's Plays out. All of them spoopy games for spoopy ween. But more importantly, yeah, I've been working on the machinima stuff. One of the videos is mostly written and recorded. I've written about 60-70% of it, and I captured and edited all the footage that I need. I'll have to make like slight edit adjustments as I'm writing, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. And the sound effects are included in the video for the most part. Thank the fucking Lord. Because that's typically one of the most time-consuming, frustrating parts of the entire process. So that's not even an issue anymore. So that will help tremendously. But yeah, so once I finish the last bit of the script, we just need to record the lines. And it shouldn't really be a whole lot of people. If I can do the main character, which I'm hoping I can do, it'll go a lot quicker. But it's probably just going to be like 3 people, maybe? Maybe a couple others with like a line or 2, but nothing crazy. So that shouldn't take very long. But yeah, the goal is to knock that out over the next couple of days and post it at the start of the week, like the first half of the week, hopefully. So yeah, that's on track to be done. Yeah. Once that's done, I'm going to go on to the next Halloween machinima project, which I already know what it's going to be, but I still need to script it out and do the capturing and all that stuff, so I haven't even really started that one. But I have an idea of what it's going to be, and it's going to be really short, so I should be able to knock it out pretty quick too. The goal is to get both of these out within the next week and a half, and I think I should be able to make it happen. So pray for my soul. We'll see what happens. I'm working hard.
for the money.
Cody,
So
what's your
hard
updates?
for the nomad. You get the fuck out of here.
I rendered 5 videos. I made
Stop it. Stop. This has been episode 56. Hopefully your PS4 and Xbox One are not turning on you like they are for me. But if they are, just light them on fire. If you like lighting things on fire, consider heading over to patreon.com/thewordproductions and light that on fire with money. That fire will keep us from starving and dying in the cold winter of YouTube. Don't forget to share this video with all the people you know before you set them on fire.
John hasn't been here in 3 weeks. Please.
Exactly, and he's cold. He needs a blanket. We can't afford a blanket. Until next time,
Shit to stay warm.
have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Don't cover yourself in shit.